My name's Chandler. We've got another time capsule OBS Ford. Let's take it for a test drive. My first OBS was actually red.
Really?
Yeah.
What was your first OBS truck?
94 5-speed dually. Had some red with some Alcolas.
You're just a
460.
You just started with punishment.
Yeah.
You just started your OBS love affair with just punishment.
Dude, it was a good deal, man. I couldn't help it.
How many miles? 350,000?
I don't remember. At least 200 something.
Oh,
200 or 300.
you didn't have to say under 200.
Yeah,
I knew that. I knew
Dude,
that.
It's a great truck. I drove to Florida and back, and to Oklahoma and back all the time. Towed some stuff with it. It's good. It just had the 411s, and dude, like 70 was kind of tough.
With the 5-speed, it was tough at 70.
Yeah. All right. Today we're in a 1995 Ford F-250 with just 43,000 miles. This one is Vermilion Red with the Opal gray interior. It's got a clean Carfax, clean auto check, no accidents or damage reported. Mechanically, this one's got the 5.8 backed by the E40D automatic overdrive transmission. It is a two-wheel drive truck, has a standard stock style rear end.
For me, I actually really like the fact that this is a 351 Windsor truck.
Yeah.
I know you love your 460s, and obviously both of us love the 7.3 trucks.
Of course.
For different reasons, I really like the 351. I would actually drive this truck every day, and for me, the 351 feels like the best platform for a gas truck to drive on the regular. If I needed to tow something, I would agree with you that the 460 is a great option, but just regular around town, everyday use for a truck like this, the 351 is fantastic.
I agree. Plus, I mean, still being an F-250, you could definitely still hook up a trailer whenever you need to.
Absolutely.
So,
most all of us, we're not hauling big, crazy, heavy trailers every day. Most of our customers, or myself, hooking up the boat, hooking up the little RV,
right,
towing that around, this truck would absolutely do that without a worry.
Definitely. On to some more mechanicals. This one's got power brakes, power steering, AC blows cold, heater works great on it, stock style muffler, stock manifolds. Overall, I would say the exhaust does have a little bit of surface corrosion, but no issues or anything there.
And for being stock exhaust, just you getting heavier in the throttle there, sounds pretty good. I know it's sacrilegious on a 43,000 mile truck, but I would cut that exhaust off and put Flowmasters on it in 2.3 seconds.
I know you would. It would sound great, I think, honestly.
It would sound great, yeah. Windsor motor with some Flowmasters. Anything Ford really with Flowmasters just sounds awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And man, sitting here in this interior, it is crispy clean in here.
Super nice, dude.
The only thing that I really saw is just a little bit of age on the edge of the bolster from getting in and out, just sliding in and out, but I don't see any other problems in here.
Yeah, there's a little bit of fading on the top of the door panel, at least on this side, which is very, very normal for these OBS trucks, but the dash pad's clean. You know, those typically crack. There's no cracks up here by the bolt holes. These tend to bust loose. Everything like that's good on it. The steering wheel's still in good shape, which is another common wear item. You know, the carpet's overall pretty clean for its age. There's a few little spots here and there, but nothing I'd be too concerned about.
Yeah.
But yeah, something actually I noticed that I thought was pretty cool is these things always fade gray. To see some that are still black is pretty uncommon.
Yeah, those are nice. And then my favorite, headliner visors.
Yeah.
All that looks good. You got your fold down center armrest here. Really comfortable on the inside of the truck. And you touched on it, but for me, I always look at this panel in all Ford OBSs.
Yeah.
Even the cleanest ones that we get, they'll get like a little split or a little vertical split, horizontal split on that dash pad. But it's great to see an original one like that is that clean.
Yeah, that's pretty much usually the first thing to go.
Yeah.
From what I've seen. So.
And you got your stock Ford stereo. And then one other note for y'all here on the interior, there is an aftermarket trailer brake controller mounted up under the dash. The little red light is illuminating on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that it is working. Obviously, I haven't hooked up a trailer to this to 100% know, but the trailer brake controller is illuminating as far as the light, so my guess is that it is working. And the does it work section for this truck, it's a yes across the board. All of your lights, the gauges, the horn, the wipers, the radio, the heat, the AC, the parking brake, cruise control, all that stuff is good to go. The does it work section, the clean Carfax and the auto check that Chandler mentioned can be found in the additional media section on the website pcclassiccars.com. How you guys are going to find that is go to the website, click on the inventory tab, click on this truck, and scroll to the bottom of that page, and you're going to see that additional media section.
ahead and give us some throttle here, see how the 351 compares. Not bad, it's real smooth.
Yeah. Doesn't feel like a slouch at all for a 3/4 ton truck. Plenty of power, gets us up to cruising speed. That's great.
Yeah, it's actually pretty comparable to a 462, but you know, like you said, I think this would be a better engine for a daily driver.
Absolutely. Underneath, I know we both looked at it on the lift, man. It's great. Those inner rockers, the floors, it looks awesome on the undercarriage.
Yeah, it's what I would expect for a truck with this miles, but I was very impressed with the underside. I mean, it's just as clean as you'd expect.
Yeah, the only thing I really saw is a little surface corrosion on that original exhaust, and then the little surface corrosion on your non-painted parts like the lower suspension, your springs, just little things like that.
The normal stuff.
The normal stuff, but there is nothing unusual. It represents exactly like a 43,000 mile truck needs to represent like on the bottom.
Definitely. As far as the exterior, not a whole lot to complain about on this one. I mean, it does have the normal rock chips and some tiny scratches here and there. There is a little bit on the tailgate panel, you know, the little black part that always comes unglued, does have a little bit of glue repair that's been done.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, the only other thing I'd really say is the center caps on the wheels do have a few very small dings, but overall the paint shows really well. The colors popping out here in the sun. The bed liner is really clean on it. The bumpers are in great shape. All the chrome, the glass, everything like that's really nice on this one.
Yeah, it's also got a nice set of rubber all the way around. The tires are in great shape. I would probably put some 10-hole aluminum wheels on here. That's just my taste.
Agreed.
But the stock hubcaps do look cool because you just don't see these trucks that are this stock.
Yep, it really gives that, you know, original look to it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. I would do a level kit. I would do some 10-hole wheels, white letter BFGs, even though it is a 2-wheel drive truck. I like that look, but that's just my personal preference. But like we both just said, the stock aspect of this pickup and how original it is just really cool.
Yeah, you just don't see things like that.
Yeah.
Very often, if at all, ever. So.
Yep. So going down this bumpy road, it's stock style suspension front and rear. For me, I'm obviously not driving it. Chandler's over there cruising. I don't see the steering wheel shaking. I don't have any weird suspension feels. It feels like a great truck. Can you agree? You're obviously the one driving it.
Yeah, no, it drives great. Actually, if you know OBS's, the steering's always really loose on these. This one's tight for what it is.
Some other real common issues with these trucks is the power options, as far as the windows and the locks. That's kind of a notorious thing with the Ford OBS trucks across all of the platforms, 150s, 250s, 350s. The windows and locks will go out. Not a terribly difficult thing to fix on these, but this one you don't got to worry about it. The power locks on both sides, the power windows all roll up and down like they should, so that's all really nice. And then touching on the glass, you have a few little stone chips in the windshield kind of on both sides, but nothing that's spider cracked, nothing that's broken, still clear and easy to see out of. Same thing with your rear view mirror and the mirrors on the left and the right, they're easy to see out of. The rear view mirror in the center has a few little hazy spots, but it's still clear and easy to see out of.
This thing runs great, man. I'm really impressed with the power it has.
For me, it's a little quiet because all I hear is motor. I don't really hear much exhaust, but you being heavier in the throttle here, it seems like it's really responsive.
It definitely is. Yeah, it's driving great.
One thing that I do want to touch on too that you said briefly is that bed liner in the back. The bed floor and inside the tailgate is really nice.
Yeah.
Like, it's freakishly clean. Obviously, it's got a spray and bed liner in there. That's a love it or hate it thing. I think it looks great, but the bed floor and the wheel lips or the wheel wells in the back look excellent.
Definitely.
For y'all, the imperfections as far as the glass, the paint, the little things on the interior, all of those can be found in the additional media section. Again, on the website, pcclassiccars.com. There'll be photos of all 4 wheels and tires, the imperfections, the Carfax auto check, motor numbers, VIN numbers. Make sure you guys check that out. As far as when you pop the hood, engine bay, super stock, super clean. Don't see anything out of place in there.
Yeah, not at all.
Firewall looks good, inner fenders, core support, all of that checks out nice.
One thing I did forget to mention is the brakes do work really good on this one.
Yeah.
Just like you'd expect for a low mileage truck. Overall, man, I really like this truck a lot. I love the colors. It's just crazy that it has this low miles still. Mm-hmm. And it's just, you know, super clean overall.
Yeah.
It drives great. I really have no complaints with this one.
Yeah, for me, I agree with everything you said, man. The paint's nice, underneath's great. Interior's crispy clean. We got cold AC. It's a low mileage Ford OBS that you could literally drive every single day if you want to reliably for another 200,000+ miles.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Ask me how I know.
That's what you drive every single day. God, it's so smooth.
It is, man. I really love this truck a lot.
I gotta turn the air down. My hands are freezing.
It's really cold.
That's always a good problem to have, is have really cold air.
Yeah.
Cool. And for y'all, as always, my name is Michael.
I'm Chandler.
This is a 1995 Ford F-250 with 43,000 and some change miles. From both of us here and everybody else at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate you stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day, and we will catch you guys on the next video.